right, today I can find missing sides on a right triangle. Using Pythag theorem. Warm up. What is the Pythag theorem? Label the sides of the right triangle A, B, and C. Identify the hypotenuse and the legs. This is all vocab from geometry. So let's see what you remember. I want you to turn and talk to somebody near you. What's the Pythag theorem? What's the equation? What's hypotenuse? What's the legs? What's A, B, and C? Ready, set, go. Can anyone help us out by starting to label these things? What can I label on the triangle? Yes. Which one's the hypotenuse? Okay. It's the longest side. It's opposite the 90-degree angle. Hypotenuse is always opposite the 90-degree angle. I would put that note. Okay, so if you're ever like, hey, which one is hypotenuse? Always a cross measurement. You are going to want to label things A, B, and C today. We're writing this down. Okay. The other two sides are the legs of the right triangle. The legs make the 90-degree angle. You've heard that before? Yeah. Now, where do I put A, B, and C? C is the hypotenuse. Good. That's all I remember. A and B are a leg.
Doesn't matter which one is on.
It doesn't because of the equation. What's the equation? So it's really important to know your C, your A and B. They can flip-flop because we can always flip-flop addition, right? I can add things in any order. That's why that works. But C has to be on the other side of the equal sign. Questions so far? You remember this?
No.
Now we do. Okay. Let's try some, and let's try these together. It says with your partner, but we're going to try them together. Okay. Number one, we're going to solve for x. The first thing we're going to do is identify what's A, B, and C. 7 is A or B. My unknown x is going to be a leg, and 9 is C. So now I'm going to set up my Pythag equation. So what should I be writing? Great. Let's square these numbers on our calculators right now, and let's solve. How do I get x alone? We're going to subtract 49 from both sides. Sorry, I'm kind of writing it everywhere. X squared equals what? What's 81 minus 49? 32. How do I get x alone? Square root. So x is the square root of 32. Is that a nice, perfect square root? No. So here's some other vocabulary you might have forgotten from geometry. The square root of 32 would be the exact answer. In your calculators right now, do the square root of 32. That'll be our approximate answer. So someone square root 32 in their calculator. 5.6. So about 5.6 is our approximate answer. Okay, so just in case you see that in the homework, these are the two answers. Leaving it in root form is exact. Approximating it is estimating to the nearest tenth. You want to try number 2 now? Do it. Do number 2, please. Okay. Any questions on number 2?
Nope.
Wait a sec.
You got the exact answer is the square root of 61. Approximate is about 7.8.
Yeah.
So that's
All right. Number 3. You think you can figure out x?
no.
Yeah. I don't
come back to that. Let's go to number 4. We'll come back to number 3. Number 4. Hey, your favorite word problems.
I don't think I've ever gotten a word problem right.
Okay.
Okay. The main mast of a sailboat is supported by a rope that extends from the top of the mast to the floor of the boat. So let's draw a picture. Let's draw a picture. Wow. Okay. If the mast is 20 feet tall and the rope attaches to the deck 15 feet away, what is the length of the rope? Draw a picture and label with the information given. Are we good with the picture and how I made that?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we going to be using to solve for x? Pythag theorem. Set it up and let's solve. Give it a try. Check your work. Did you all get that the rope would be 25 feet long?
Yeah.
Yep.
Any questions on the setup at all?
No.
Great. I want you to try number 5 right now. Read it. What are we trying to find? I'll give you a hint. You should be making a right triangle in there somewhere. Try number 5. Check in with someone near you.
16,000.
That's square.
Probably I didn't.
Yeah, about.
Do you know the like 1, 1, 2? What? It's like this. Green. Nice.
127.27.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's test it. So she said this is a special right triangle. So this would be 90 times root 2, right? Let's test it. 90 times the square root of 2 is the same answer. Yes, good. So if you remembered your special right triangle, you could also use that relationship. If not, you can just use Pythag theorem. Any questions? Let's go back to number 3. Let's go back to number 3. Let's see. How fast can you find x? Ready, set, go.
I've never gotten.
Any questions on Pythag theorem?
I'm just like.
I'm going to pass out your homework packets now. They're separate. Homework. We are going to do problems 1 through 9 in your homework. Your homework is numbers 1 through 9 in your packet.